Welcome to Shanghai, one of China's biggest city, a place with futuristic skyscraper, towers over historic streets, and where you can find some of the best food in the country. We've made it here by train, traveling across the country for 30 days as part of our 30-day train journey across the country. And today we're diving right into the heart of the city, starting with breakfast. This morning we joined a local food tour to try some of Shanghai's most famous breakfast dishes. From crispy fried dough sticks to soup dumpling that burst with flavor. But of course, Shanghai isn't just about food. It is also one of the biggest shopping capital in the world. And today we check out some of its best markets, exploring historic streets and seeing just how much we can experience in just 24 hours. Good morning, beautiful people. We've made it to another city in China. We are now in Shanghai. We made it yesterday. We took a train, incredible train from Beijing all the way to Shanghai, and today we're starting with the best way possible with a food tour, and more specifically a morning food tour. We've decided to reach out to Lost Plate who have many tours across China, and one of the tours that they offer in Shanghai, they actually offer free, is the breakfast one, and I am all about breakfast. So let's go and explore Shanghai and make the most of our day.
For the first stop, we're going to a pancake place. We call them 葱油饼 or scallion pancake.
We've made it to our first stop on our food tour, and we are trying this delicious fried scallion pancake. So I said delicious, but I haven't even had a bite.
So usually the traditional pancake is quite like a cookie. It's very hard and crunchy. But here they kind of use this, they kind of make the dough more fluffy. So you get some animal fat and also the aroma from scallion. It's like the perfect combination to start your day.
We normally do a food tour the moment we arrive in a country, and this is the first time, probably in a long time, that we've ever done a food tour halfway through our trip. So this is much needed, but that is so light and fluffy inside.
So the fish is black carp. They transport the fish in the early morning from an island very close to Shanghai. It's called Chongming Island. When the fish is firstly fried, it has plenty of time to absorb sauce. So the longer it sits in the sauce, the better it tastes. So this place, today we're going to try two different flavors. It's sour sweet and also 5 spice. So because right now it's fresh.
Our sweet fish.
And also juicy. But when it sits in the sauce, I like the skin a lot because the skin just for me like a chip. So it's another treat, like another experience.
Emma, our guide, told us that while fish is not typically a breakfast food in Shanghai, that the reason we've come here is because the stand is only open from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. And what usually happens is the locals will come down and they'll buy their fish for the day, and they actually usually let it sit in the sauce all day long to get lots of flavor. And then they'll eat their fish in the evening or for lunch or something, and they often put it on top of their noodle dishes. Fried fish in the morning would not be my usual thing, but hey, when in Shanghai. Oh, the sauce is so good. Wow.
But both of
that is delicious. The sauce is so good. The taste of the fish is really, it doesn't taste fishy at all. It's actually really delicious. I could totally eat this for breakfast every day. The fried fish was surprisingly delicious. Even for breakfast, I would recommend it. But now we are going to what will hopefully be one of my favorite stops, because we're going to get some Shanghai coffee.
Real quick, we just wanted to give a big thank you to today's sponsor, Air Allo. As you can imagine, traveling can be chaotic. You arrive in a new country, you don't know what time it is, you're jet lagged, there's a new currency, you don't know what things are costing, people are asking you for a taxi, you don't even know how much it's supposed to be, and of course the airport Wi-Fi does not work. That's where Air Alo comes in. Air Alo is actually the world's first eSIM store. It lets you download a digital SIM card straight to your phone. No physical SIM, no crazy roaming fees, just instant data. It's used and trusted by over 20 million users, and you can use it in over 200 countries. Now, we've been traveling full-time for over 3 years now, so we have tried various amount of eSIMs. Some were okay, others were total hassle. But Air Alo was probably one of the easiest setups we've had. We picked a destination, we downloaded the eSIM whilst we still had Wi-Fi, and the moment we landed, boom, we were connected, no lines, no stress. And yeah, our phone worked just as usual. WhatsApp, iMessage, work just like normal. So if just like us, you're heading on a trip soon or coming to Shanghai, make sure you download the Air Alo app before leaving. And if you want $3 off, make sure you use the code maxandjacqueline, or perhaps scan the QR code and you'll have the link in the description. Enjoy your trip.
Wow, yeah.
You can see the second floor is the fair,
Yeah.
but they got tinted glass, and also over here is tinted glass as well.
Yeah.
We can take a seat. And over here we have tofu pudding. It is basically very tender tofu. And what we eat them is usually we just mix everything. And over here it is small wonton soup. Inside is just pork. So, and also seaweed as well. So actually seaweed and shrimp is going to give you this seafood flavor, or umami comes from that seafood. Yeah, so this is my favorite to go to for breakfast because it's quite soup-like and warm and also light flavor, so you can start your day quite well.
So dumplings in China are for breakfast, for lunch, and
I
for
can see you
dinner,
being all
apparently.
business
These ones are soup
we were
pork
eating at the
dumplings,
office, and
so
we
they
had, like,
come
a
in
pack of
this
food, and
beautiful
it had rice
looking
and
soup.
something.
See
In
how
China, we
thin
have very
the
loose table
pastry
manners.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you
is
want.
dumpling wrapping
if you
called
feel comfortable.
pastry. And we've just learned that soup dumplings in China are very different to soup dumplings in Taiwan.
Love it.
And they're eaten in a totally different way to how we were taught to eat them in Taiwan, which is very exciting.
In my
So you
hometown,
open
we
the
eat
side door.
The sweet.
Put the soup inside the spoon,
In the
because that's the best part, and you leave it for last.
Yeah.
No, then you eat the
So,
soup
I
first. The
prefer
dumpling
sweet,
is what you eat
but in the
last.
morning,
Oh, okay.
it's also
Forget what I said.
but not. So they do you have youtiao before? So it's again
That
like a very
is so
big
good.
one.
Wow.
But,
Let's see what we have here, because there's definitely a lot of people behind.
and it's a giant piece. It's almost like
我有，哎呦，你这个不好意思，哎呦，你这不好意思，哎呦，你这
But I
拿
think
回
it's
去
just that we gently place along this.
哎呦，没事。哎呦，谢谢你，谢谢你，哎呀，下一个就是我的了。哎呦，然后对，然后再加个这个，加什么都是的。
Now this is very different. In sort of my culture, the plate presentation is very important, and you respect the chef's work. Here she just took the chef's work together.
But it was like, it was magic because she put so much filling and then it was like almost completely covered in rice, like inside the rice. Like, honestly, it's impressive. It must be pretty good if so many people are coming here.
Thank you.
Okay, so for our next dish, which is starting to get pretty full, guys, we have a fried dough stick, and inside they've put in a salted egg, and it looks like there's some sort of like pork floss or something on top.
Right.
This is super simple, very easy for the Western palate, because it's basically just dough and egg. They're using white pepper on there, which is delicious. Super salty, so you definitely need to have a nice drink after this. But yeah, really easy to eat. Everything fried is delicious, so I can't go wrong. Alright, we have our next dish. This one is called a sticky rice dumpling, and as you can see, it is absolutely coated in sugar, so my kind of breakfast. Oh wow, Oh my god, that is not what I expected. That's really unique.
Well, that was a fantastic breakfast tour, even though it was not a breakfast because now we're so full, it's almost lunchtime.
That was breakfast and lunch.
Thanks to Emma, who was super knowledgeable. So yeah, that was a tour with Lost Plate, and they have plenty of tours. They actually have 3 in Shanghai and many more in the whole country. So if you're anywhere in China, go reach out to them because it will definitely make your taste buds love it.
But because we only have one day here in Shanghai, we wanted to save the evening for some other sites to see, so we decided the morning tour was for us. Now it is midday, so we've got the rest of the day to explore Shanghai. We're just gonna go and check out what we think are the highlights.
We've made it to Tianjifang.
This area is called the French concession area of Shanghai, and basically what that means is this area used to be controlled by the French. So all of the buildings and architecture and like style of the stores and cafes are all French architecture. So lots of wide avenues with tree-lined streets and beautiful colonial buildings. This particular street is a pedestrian street, not so French, but I believe as we get to the other side, it'll become more like that. So it's meant to just be like at the nowadays, a very hip kind of neighborhood. Lots of cafes, lots of bars, lots of like artisan shops and things like that. So we're just making our way through this pedestrian street to get there. And there's lots of cute little stores. Maybe this would be a good place to buy some souvenirs, I think. So far, it's very cute. Okay,
So our next attraction is unfortunately been shut down for over a year now. It's quite embarrassing. This is the thing, sometimes, you know, when you plan too much of a country, you just overwhelm yourself with one city and just planned it wrong. So we were supposed to go like a interactive, visual, artistic sort of exposition. And the reason I use exposition is because it seemed to be only a temporary one. Because the building right behind me is the one that used to have it and it's completely deserted. And we did a quick Google search, which is where I should have started and it actually shut down a year ago.
It's always interesting to me when we come to big cities and somehow we find ourselves in these really quiet areas. So Shanghai is by far the biggest city we've ever been to. I think its population is like 30 million, which is insanity because that is bigger than the entire population of Australia. In one city, massive. And right now, there's like barely anyone here. It's so peaceful. It's a Sunday. And we're walking by the river in a park. You think that this area on a Sunday would be like so busy with people just getting out, getting fresh air, relaxing. But no, we've managed to find in the center of the city a quiet, peaceful area. It's like honestly a little bit disconcerting, but also nice. Even though we didn't get to do Team Lab, it's totally fine because this is China, where everything in the world is made. So instead of going to an art exhibition, we're going to go shopping.
The reason why we came here is actually underneath us. Alright. We haven't even entered the mall. This lady is already there telling us she'll give us a good price on her shop. We don't even know what she's selling. We don't even know what we want. Oh, okay, so this is something.
It's gonna be intense.
Already, we haven't even walked in and there's already 2 people that told us to sell them fake watches or something.
So nice.
Thank you. Alright, welcome to AV Plaza.
I have learned or been told that when you come here, you have to barter heavy.
gadget guy like me, it's gonna be hard to resist buying something.
We got our first little gift. It's this cute little dress for my nephew, my niece. She started at a price of 190. No, 190 yuan. And I was like, 100, and Max goes, and Max literally did not budge. And we got it for 70.
But one thing though is that it's like 3 different shops. You have the fake watch, the dresses, the backpack, and that's it.
Pick a watch if you want.
No, it's okay, it's okay. See, like I just... It's like very much the same sort of shop. You've seen one, you've seen them all. So in a sense, if you see something you like in a shop, ask them the price, go to the next one, and then sort of work your way down. And then you can go back to the one you got the best price at. Bang. Click, clack, boom.
No
problem, this is no problem. My shop is so big.
But it kind of looks scary, like.
So we thought cute little gifts for Jacqueline's mom. A little typical cats brings good fortune. Thank you. 谢谢. So after our little shopping session, we felt like maybe it was time to get some fresh air and go to where, by the looks of it, half of the city is.
Where the people go.
And it's called People's Park, so no wonder there's so many people. And it's a big...
Is this the marriage thing? Oh, this is where they do it. Okay, so this is so fun. So parents will come to this area and they have, it's called like a marriage corridor. And so they have little advertisements for their children for like how, like what they look like, what their interests are, like their jobs. And they're trying to like find a marriage partner for them. It's like original Tinder, China's Tinder.
Good?
Yes, no?
No.
So they're looking, it says looking for fate, gender, only child, unmarried, age 1990. That's my year. 168 meters, master's degree in something. Currently working for an internet company. Salary, relatively generous. Original Tinder, like all of these parents are just trying to find true love for their babies. This park is so peaceful as we're walking around it. When you actually look at it from above on Google Maps, you can see that it's like a sort of oval circle shape. And that is because this park used to be the British racing course. So you can see this full circle. Anyway, they repurposed it into this beautiful park and then they turned the clubhouse into a museum as well. But it's just so like chill in here. And the trees are so high that like they actually block out the skyscrapers. So you fully feel like you've just entered this oasis from the city. It's really nice, but it is starting to get later in the afternoon. It's 5 p.m. Exactly 5 p.m. The bells are ringing. That is so cool. And that also means it's time to get pretty chilly. But Max and I obviously want to make the most of this one day that we have here in Shanghai.
But finally, it is time to do and see the most famous picture of not just Shanghai, but almost China.
Wow, this place is pretty crazy. We've come to Nanjing Road, which is a big pedestrian walkway that is just so much going on. It's filled with like shops and food and things like that. There's so many people here. It is a Sunday afternoon, so that does make sense. That is the most intense food court we've ever seen.
Can I see it? No! Wait, no, not yet, not yet.
Around the corner.
Yeah, I want to see all the skyscrapers. There's something about this view, guys. It's just like, I don't know if it's a guy thing, but it's like, for me, it's like a bucket list view that I've been wanting to see my whole life. And okay, I'm about to see it.
Now you can look.
Wow.
It just looks so futuristic.
That is mad.
Just like the shape of the buildings and the lights on them, like it just looks like the future.
Wow. It is magnificent.
And then here is like the old world.
Yeah.
It's the old world and the new world. Like it's just the contrast is crazy.
It's just magnificent. Like architecture sometimes can be very detrimental to the beauty of nature, but when it's just all you can see, it's just magnificent. Gosh, this 1 month in China, guys. Honestly, if you haven't seen other episodes that we've done, go check them out because we've had an amazing time in this country for 1 month. We're not done. We still have a few more stops. But yeah, this month has just been such an amazing time. By the way, we have not had a proper meal since that morning food tour. Just that's how much food we ate. It's now 6 o'clock, so just to let you know, you'll get your money's worth. So Jacqueline is absolutely frozen. It's 7 degrees here. She's got 2 layers of pants, 3 jackets on top, beanies and gloves, and still she's cold. So it's very hard to do anything at night when it's that cold for Jacqueline. So now we need more food. We're gonna find something warm. Okay. Woo! 谢谢. Wow. 谢谢妈妈. Ooh, that looks really good. It looks fresh, light. Smells good. Oh, perfect. And it looks really hot. Just what we need.
Oh yeah, it's good soup. Super simple, flavorsome, yummy. And it is loaded with greens on top. Like, I don't think we've had this many greens in a soup the whole time we've been here.
Yes, it's good stuff.
Our plan is basically to stuff these hot bowls of soup and go to bed.
Sorry, not very exciting maybe for those who are hoping for nightlife in Shanghai. And we have a big day. Tomorrow we're heading to our next stop in our 30-day trip. We're heading to the city of Nanjing, which is not too far from here. It's just a 2-hour train. And we're gonna do the same as we did here in Shanghai. We're just gonna spend one big day there and see and do and watch and eat as much as we can. So if you enjoyed this video, maybe you'll enjoy Nanjing. It's not far, it's down the road. And thank you so much for watching. And if you want to do that food tour, we'll leave a description below because we highly recommend it. It was really, really good. But for now, thank you so much. We'll see you in Nanjing.
Bye.
Bye.
There's some glasses for us.
I've been waiting for beer the whole day.